when it comes to diversity, okay, so if, the next generation is already majority people of color.
Right. We talked about that.
So you have these systems and these institutions that are realizing that, and then they're like, oh, well, we got to get more diverse.
Yeah.
They're actually not changing the system, right? And transfer of power or resources or thinking deeply about the fruit that they want to see. That how are we going to reach this next generation with the gospel if they're majority people of color and urban culture is the cultural currency? Like, how are we going to do that? They're just trying to, how do we maintain status quo? How do we keep this temple system going?
Right.
But just make it make it a little bit more colorful, right?
Yeah, I think what we see with at least the organizations and institutions that we deal with are that what they're interested is in creating diversity initiatives that create compliance, not change.
That's good.
Like I want to, everybody wants to see diversity, so I need to be compliant in that. I got to have my own picture of diversity, right? Maybe some leaves, right? To show the diversity, the different colors.
Different color leaves. That's like that gum tree,
that gum tree again. Yeah. I want to do that, but I'm not really interested in change. Because I like the system. The system's working.
The system works for me, yeah.
Yeah. It's the leadership system. I mean, I created it.
Yeah.
In a lot of cases, right? In the organization. Like I built this system to work for me. And so I want to invite diversity in, but I don't necessarily care about it changing my organization or changing how we lead or how we do the work that we do or who we serve even, right? We actually have, we're not going to call anybody out, but we've had an example of an organization that has invited a person of color in and then sat them in a corner.
Oh, yeah. I mean, how many examples?
Well, I mean, I'm just thinking of one.
Yeah.
But yes, I'm thinking of one specific one. Yeah. But there are a lot of examples of that. And I think part of what we're talking about with our leadership paradigm is, no, you got to, again, what's the why, right?
Right.
Why do I want to invite diversity in? Oh, because that's what the kingdom of God should look like. Right? That's what it needs to look like. And so I want to reflect the kingdom of God. I literally want to, for my organization to reflect that. And by doing that, it's not just appearance, it's also in practice.
Yep.
Right? That I'm inviting those individuals into leadership positions, that I'm inviting them, kind of the old adage, right? A seat at the table or multiple seats at the table, even better. Right. So again, but you have to answer the question is why? Why am I doing this? Why am I making this move? Why do I have this initiative?
And so in a real practical sense, like this is what it looks like, friends. So say you're like, oh, we do need to diversify because for the right reason, the right fruit is because that's more of the kingdom of God. That's what this looks like, right? And again, in our leadership paradigm, because I want to receive the gifting of who this person is, I want to shape that. I want to see that grow, right? And so, but if it's just about the system, I'm just maintaining status quo. It's just about the leaves of activity, different colored leaves, You're objectifying that person, and then you're just using them for the optics, which is so wrong. I think that would make Jesus flip a table because he's just like, dude, you're not even receiving the gift of the person that I created in my image. Like they have an opportunity to grow to be more of who I created them to be. And you're hampering that. Like you're setting up tables, you're keeping them out of my presence, you're stopping them, right? Just so that you can have some different colored leaves.
Yeah.
So what it looks like though is then when we're actually doing this in this paradigm that we're talking about, you're receiving the gift of who they are and you care about that person, not about
not just about their color.
What they can do for you and have the optics and make sure that you don't look racist or whatever the thing is. Like that's so like anti-Jesus.
Yeah.
And I feel like those are the systems that then that's what Jesus flipping some tables on.